This is the most tender steak you will ever make, with a sauce so rich it transforms everything. No grill, no complicated steps, but one small mistake will completely ruin it. And it's something almost everyone does wrong. If you want that restaurant-quality crust, you have to follow this exactly. By the end of this video, you won't just have a recipe. You'll have the technique that chefs use to charge $50 a plate. Filet mignon is not just steak, it's precision. It's the king of cuts for a reason. It's quiet, delicate, and when done right, it melts before you even chew. No other cut offers this level of elegance. Today, you'll make it better than most restaurants, because you'll have the one ingredient they often rush: time and attention. We're going to treat this meat with the respect it deserves, from the very first touch to the final pour of the sauce. Simple ingredients, but technique is everything. We start with the highest quality beef you can find. Then we bring in the builders: whole peppercorns, unsalted butter, garlic, cream, and a high-quality stock. Each element plays a role. The peppercorns for heat, the butter for richness, and the cream for that signature velvet finish. Why does filet sometimes taste bland, even when cooked perfectly? That answer changes everything. Let's dive into the science. Start with a dry surface. This is the single most important step for a great sear. Water prevents browning. If your steak is wet, it steams instead of searing. No crust, no flavor. Take the time to get every side bone dry. Season boldly. Filet is tender, but naturally mild. Don't be afraid to use more salt than you think you need. The salt penetrates and helps form that savory crust we're after. The real flavor boost comes later, but this is the foundation. Heat your pan until it's just about smoking. We need that intense thermal energy to trigger the Maillard reaction. This step decides everything. Too cold, and the steak releases water, boiling in its own juices. Too hot, and it burns before the center is ready. Lay it down, and don't touch it. Resist the urge to peek. Let that heat work its magic on the proteins. This is where flavor is built. But filet is thick, so how do you cook the inside without burning the outside? That's the chef's secret. Perfect crust. Now lower the heat slightly. We've achieved the color. Now we need to manage the internal temperature. Add butter and garlic. This is called arrosé. The butter picks up the garlic's essence and bathes the meat in richness. Baste continuously. The constant motion of hot fat ensures the heat is evenly distributed and the center cooks gently. Remove it early. Target 52 degrees Celsius for a perfect medium rare. The temperature will continue to rise. Let it rest. This allows the muscle fibers to relax and reabsorb those precious juices. If you cut now, you lose it all. Now, the sauce. These browned bits at the bottom are gold. They are the concentrated essence of the beef. Add your crushed peppercorns. We want them to bloom in the fat, releasing their oils and intense aroma. Deglaze with stock. Watch as it lifts that fond off the pan. This is where the depth of flavor comes from. Reduce it by half. We're intensifying the flavor, building a powerful base before the cream enters the stage. Now add cream. Watch the transformation. It goes from a sharp reduction to a rich, sophisticated sauce. Simmer. Don't boil hard. We want a smooth, stable emulsion. One final secret step makes this truly world-class. Finish with a cold knob of butter. This is called monter au beurre. It adds a brilliant shine and a silky mouthfeel. It should coat the spoon perfectly. Not too thin, not too thick. Just right to cling to that tender steak. Now bring it together. The rested, tender meat meets the bold, velvety sauce. A masterpiece of contrast. Tender, juicy, perfectly balanced. This is filet mignon at its best. You made this. Enjoy every bite. If you enjoyed this masterclass, there's another perfect dish waiting for you. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.